Welcome to Model Horse Tag School. My name is Carrie, and today we're going to make this guy some buttons for his shirt. I don't like the dull, well, the smallest buttons that I think are available in there, like the little shirt button down collar type buttons, really tiny at the end of the collar, but on a doll they're huge. I don't like those. So I'm going to make some faux buttons. I'm obviously not going to close this, but I'll go ahead and glue them on. I'm going to use, I'm using Sculpey. So I have a little piece of it here because I don't need very much. This is my work and bake surface. Okay, so I'm just going to use this part right here, and I need to roll it out. Let's make sure I have this centered so I don't get away from you guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm using the needle on a stick. There's an acrylic roller. I have it somewhere under about 40 boxes. Well, maybe not that many. I know where it is. It's just not easy to get to, and I can do without it. But I'm using this because it's what I have. And I just need something that's going to roll this respectably flat. It doesn't have to be, if you get it too flat, it'll break. So I just need maybe something like that. I'm not even sure what that is. Not even a millimeter. Probably not even a millimeter, but it is, yeah, about a millimeter. Okay. And the next thing is I want to create like a cookie cutter. So I would take my aluminum can, cut a strip off the edge, have it like this. Figure out what, so let's say I'm going to go for a 2 millimeter button. I don't have anything round that's smaller than this, but that'll work. And then just kind of get it wrapped around, and then get it closed up so that you've got that size. This one's a little bit smaller. Anyway, so then once you have that, then I like to cut some of it out here so that my cookie cutter is pretty much clean there. And then I'll attach it to, this is a pair of pliers, and I used a rubber band to hold it closed for me. And now I can make my buttons. Now these are not like sugar cookies or anything. All right, make sure you got plenty of room because you're going to need to remove the excess, and if it's too close, it's really hard to do. So I'm just going to make some, and that's probably more than I need. It never hurts to have extra. I don't know if I'm going to be making more clothes, probably, because I'm doing just about everything I haven't done before here. And then I'm going to put 2 holes in each one to try and simulate a button where it would be sewn on. And if I do it now, then this will help not distort, help to keep the button from distorting. The clay around it will hold it in place. And it doesn't really need to be perfect. It just, the eye does adjust imperfections. I don't know if you know that or not. So don't worry about perfection. All right, so now I've got oh, that's good. Now we're going to just kind of carefully lift away. This clay is so nice and fresh. Oh my gosh, I was working with old clay there for a while, and it was, you do things like that, buy more than I need, and then I work on with them for a decade or so, and the difference between fresh Sculpey and stale Sculpey is just huge. But you see, I don't use a lot at a time, so, you know, a $2 brick of Sculpey, actually they were 99 cents when I first started, so now they're 2 something, so yeah. Don't we love inflation? Yeah, I know if they're too close together, this is even harder. I learned that doing cowrie beads for my Arabian horse costumes. All right. And then, just because there's still that little thing there from my cookie cutter, I'll just kind of push that in. It's such a minor thing at this point. And these are about ready to bake. So, I don't know if you noticed, I have a lot of tools. I am a tool collector. I'm not just a model horse collector. I'm also a tool collector. And holidays are great because then I can, they always have discounts on tools. All the places like Northern Tool, I really like Harbor Freight. I haven't been there in a while. That's a scary place for me to go because I find all sorts of really cool stuff there. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bake these per the recommendations. I use a toaster oven to bake, so you don't have to use a big oven if you got a toaster oven. It usually works fine. In fact, I think at one point Sculpey actually had like a really expensive toaster oven that they were selling just for people who use Sculpey. And I thought, I can get one of those for half that price and it'll do more things. So anyways, there you go. I will bake them per the, what's the recommendation here? It's per quarter, usually it's per quarter inch. 275, 15 minutes per quarter inch. So I don't even have a quarter inch, so I mean, I'm not even going to be 15 minutes. I'll be probably 10. But I'll do that and I'll be back. Alright, here we go. So we have them now. Yeah, I like to stick to my aluminum, but we got them all baked now. Okay. Those are my fakes. Fake buttons. Although I think you could probably use them as real buttons. And I'll put my aluminum covered sheet of metal away for the next time. Alright, now we have to seal these. So it's always a best practice to seal these. Some need to be cleaned a little. And then I'm going to pick the 5 best. And I'll concentrate on those. And if you see, they are way smaller than shirt buttons. I wish I had one, but I don't bother. I'm just kind of cleaning around the edges here. That's not one of the better ones. I'll put that one aside. So I'm not going to be too picky because people aren't going to have this magnification when they're looking. So what am I doing here? 4, I think I'm going to do, let's do 5. Alright, so the rest of these I'll deal with later. But for this video, these are my 5. I think I'm trading that one out. And I'm trading that one out. Okay, now I have options for sealing these. Sculpey comes with Sculpey sells or provides a coat, and it has to be, it cannot be water-based. So it's going to have to be an enamel, something that's not, you know, water-based. Well, what do I know that's enamel? Nail polish, right? So I could do it in white and just reinforce the white, but I'll do it in clear so that my buttons don't, the holes in my buttons don't disappear. I have to use a brush, smaller brush. So I'm using this one, and then I have something to hold the, just to keep them from moving around, because they're no longer sticking to the aluminum. I mean, I could have technically done this on my aluminum, but I really didn't want the enamel there, so. I know, I could replace the aluminum. Aluminum foil is cheap, but I've had that same piece of aluminum for a long time, and I just clean it and move on. You know, I try not to use more than I need. Righty, let go. Let go. There we go. I'm not worried about the bottom right now because I'm going to be gluing that onto the shirt. Yes, I'm gluing it onto the shirt, and I will use a white glue for that. Okay, so now we have Mr. Shirt Nipple Boy. I don't understand. I still don't understand. And I'm just gonna kind of, see if I can. That's one. 2. 3. 4. 5. And then I'll check distance on these. So this extra glue will actually subside when the moisture goes away, and it does dry clear. I like to have the glue around the edges because it should keep it from falling off. So it's secured not only on the bottom, but all the way around the sides. And I think I got all the buttons in the right place. And there we go. And if only I had white doll Velcro, it would be perfect. All right. Thank you for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends. Help me grow this channel. Patterns and books are on my website, karaoke.com. You can get print books on Amazon. Author is Karaoke. And that also really helps to support me so I can continue making these videos. You have yourself a really wonderful day, and I'll see you again next time.